to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months. That's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay.
Right here, right here. Watch twist. Watch.
Monday.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes. For 30 yards.
It's a gain of 30. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
58. Come on. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Twist on travel. Go. Fight.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They hand off to their big tight end. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now!
Check 13! Check 13!
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yes. 59. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's crashing.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Check.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
First throw now for the backup lock. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Lindsey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Ready.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
70, Indy. 59. It's been a long day for you. Get it.
Throwing his lock on third down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Go. 180.
Check 53.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Gonna let one fly for, and his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go. I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. He's got the first down and more past midfield. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now it's Lindsey. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go. Ready?
They'll go again with Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
49, check 49. Ran, tough. Shoot. X3, 218, chopper.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, get it.
On the counter, Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Gator. Check, 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 check.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Recon, 132 fighter. Dudes. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
You go on. You got tight right there.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Get ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Tight dog. Protein spill.
A give, running right, Lindsey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now, 58's the mic. I know he ain't got 80 weapon.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180. Check 56. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check 52. Alert, 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 alert.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Here's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cut, cut, cut.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
59, Mike to 59. I got you. I got you.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lock in, lock in. 90 is the mark.
Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
180. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
90 is the mic. Blue there, blue there.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Yeah. You don't want none. Shift.
Get it. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Another run by Lindsey. He's got a first down and more past the 30. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.